Salutations to the elect, scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. Alright, my name is Amawan. Good morning, back with another lesson. Lord willing, is quick, edifying, straight to the point, in transit. Alright, as you see in the title, update. I think I put Lord willing, this could be it. Willing, this could start it off or something like that. I don't remember, but pretty much this is an update. Concerning the situation that was unfolding or that's unfolding concerning the coast longshoremen or dock workers that was set to go on strike at midnight, which they did. All right, I believe I posted something in the community section not too long ago with a brief update. As of yesterday, the day before, I was in between posting updates on it. Different community posts. I uploaded one Jake speaking on the event to take place, which happened. They actually went on a strike. So now the next thing is how long they gonna be on strike for? I'll say it like this. The way how about shot because things are getting ready to kick off, and we know that Esau cannot continuously kick the can down the road. That's that phrase I use a lot. You start kicking the can down the road, eventually reach the end of the road. Lord willing, this is the end of the road. The whole full year of Jacob's trouble coming to pass. We're still in the year 2024. About 35, 34 days to the presidential elections, and we've been telling you that something is going to have to happen before these elections pop off or before the election take place. But we're going to see if this is it, if this is the catalyst to bring in Jacob's trouble, if this is the catalyst to bring in hyperinflation, chaos. There's one Jake I'm going to play real quick. There's a couple points he made, which I uploaded the video yesterday and I'm on that page. But a couple points he made that's accurate concerning the times that we're living in. All right, so for those now tuning in, the update is that this this strike, in the East Coast ports, it went down to midnight. And let's see how long they hold up. How long they hold up. Matter of fact, a few points I'm gonna make over, and I'm gonna put a couple scriptures and whatever brothers put up there. Whatever I put up there, whatever you got come to mind, put up there. But like this Jake was saying, the demand is that they want a 77% wage increase. On top of that, they want ban automation. Machine operated or automated operated vehicles that can replace workers. They want all of that to be banned. And we know that's not reasonable at all because, as far as us as workers and shit, of course, we need our daily bread. But he ain't looking at it like that. He's looking at as much productivity you can get with, without delay, worrying about people calling out sick, taking too long, without worrying about paying these machines, so on and so forth. So we know that that's where the future is headed. This technological age, so that's inevitable. So the ban of automated machines and shit replacing workers, that's impossible. That's not gonna happen. So that's why a lot of people are speculating that they are going to go on strike. And to go even further, you know, but like I said, Apostle Ronline had mentioned that in his live yesterday, that also that this whole thing can kickstart the ban automation. You know, I mean, I'm not kickstart the ban, but kickstart the production of it, and just replace workers with straight up machines. You know, and on top of that, you got these guys going on strike. That shit gonna cause a whole lot of different, you know, hiccups and shit to society and the economy as we know it. You know, they could just straight up say, no, we don't need y'all no more, and replace them with machines. And as a matter of fact, if a collapse do happen, which now I'm not saying if, I'm sorry, when the collapse does happen, if it does happen, because it is, they could blame people. They could blame inflation on people, on the workers. Esau thing is pointing the blame at everybody else but himself at the end of the day. So this is a perfect recipe for disaster. You know, it'll go down in history. I can say it now. It'll go down in history. The cause of the 2024 collapse before the great presidential debate was caused by union workers throughout the East Coast going on strike. And now an unforeseeable ending of a strike, which led us to, you know, product shortages, food shortages, leading to inflation, leading to hyperinflation. I can see Esau pointing fingers at everybody else but himself. Because at the end of the day, behind the scenes, this is all staged. So even though it's happening and real life workers are going to feel the effect of this thing, it's still staged. It's still a big agenda behind it at the end of the day. You know, so I want to play some of what this individual was saying right here.
We've been heading towards automation since we can think. And right now, the union is getting ready to, they're not backing down. They don't just want money. They want no automation, and the court will never do that.
Exactly.
That's why we're getting ready to be affected. I really wish the union members would just say, man, look, just give us the money. We'll figure it out when that time comes. Us as American people, we could be like, to ensure that our families still have food to eat on. I want us to have the choice.
In the book of Second Ezra, he said, I'm to worry about if my neighbor is going to run into my house because he don't have enough food. Straight up, hey, Habakkuk the second chapter tell us the vision is for an appointed time. It's yet for an appointed time. At the end, it shall speak and not lie, though it tarry, wait for it, because that is what's going to come. That's absolutely what's about to get ready to go down. You know, these shortages. See, all right, people say, well, I was watching this chick, governor of New York, Kathy Hochul, and she was speaking on it, and she was pretty much saying, from I was listening to it yesterday, from the likes of it, I was like, yeah, it's gonna happen, because the way they talking about it on the news is that it's gonna happen, but don't worry about it. She was saying, don't panic buy. She was telling New Yorkers, prepare for this, but don't go out there and panic buy. I'm gonna say it like this: the more people know about this, is the more panic you're gonna have. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling you, the more people that know about this, is the more panic you're gonna have. While I was listening to work, I was asking a couple individuals, y'all court strike? A lot of people didn't know about it. But I was like, man, fuck that. I'm bringing it to their attention. I want these motherfuckers to panic. Panic. Go out there and panic buy. You know, panic buy. You know, just go start hoarding shit. Let's get this shit going. Even though it's out of my control, at the end of the day, you know, our job is to warn. Our job is to warn the people of the prophecies, warn the elect, you know, and even prophesy unto these nations. You know, but at the same time, this shit about to get popping. All right, the Lord's about to get this thing rolling, like big time. All right. So I was kind of like, you know, I don't want to say like Spain, because you can't control his hand at the end of the day. But I was like, yo, y'all hear about that? Y'all better go get some shit. So the scriptures, 2 Ezra 15 and 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. All right? A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. There ain't gonna be no pity, no sympathy, no empathy, no nothing for your neighbor. All right? No pity. And the brother just said that. The dude I'm showing you on the screen, he said that. He knows what's coming. You know? If you got half, you know, a brain on your head, Now you know that this thing can only lead to problems and chaos if it prolongs. And I can see it prolong because at the end of the day, we're only a month away from elections, and we know how these devils roll. We know how they roll. They want chaos. They need chaos to bring forth this new world order. They need it. You know, they've been warning about black swan events. Black swan events, unprecedented events taking place. This could be one of them. If this prolongs and continues, they say, what was it, for every day or every week or something like that, that goes on with this strike leads to months or something like that. Like, in other words, it would cost billions of dollars in one day. All right, if nothing is being moved, billions of dollars in one day. For every day that shit product don't get moved and the containers sit there, it's going to cost billions of dollars. You know, which can and will indeed, Lord, will cripple this fragile system, this wicked system as we know it. All right. So a man shall pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods, meaning take their belongings, take their goods. Why? Because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation, for great trouble. So what's really going to get these people riled up is going to be the lack of bread and the great troubles and tribulations that's going to be intermingled with all of this, you know, taking place. All right, so let me play this again.
Since I still want, you know, I want us to have the choice of being able to decide what I want to eat tonight. I want to have the choice of not having to worry about if my neighbor going to run in my house because he's ran out of food. So since I still want that choice, add it to my taxes. That's just it give us the American people. We'll pay 45,000 of them.
So we already know what time it is. And there's another part, I don't know exactly which the timestamp was on his video, but he said have a story to relate to the things that is getting ready to happen. In other words, none of us have gone through or experienced anything that's about to take place, or that can even be compared to the things that's about to take place. He said that somewhere along the lines in his video. So one scripture come to mind is the book of Daniel, chapter 12 and verse 1. It shall be a time such as never before seen since there was a nation, even to the beginning. You know, roughly paraphrasing, since there was a nation, it's gonna be a time such as never before seen. That's what he said. He was like, none of us gonna have a story to compare to what's about to take place. You know? Now the ports over there, the East Coast, West Coast and all that, that's open. That's cool. That's all fun and dandy for now. Right? But as they say, this is gonna bring forth a shortage. In other words, a famine means what? A famine is pretty much a lack of bread. It doesn't always necessarily mean a complete desolation of food supply, but a shortage of it. All right, and second Ezra, the 6th chapter, verse 22, it says, "So shall the storehouses of the full storehouse be found empty." All right, them storehouses, them box stores, you know, them stores, they talking about how there's not to worry because there's a lot of supplies in the warehouses. Them things are gonna get depleted. They're gonna get raided. You know, they're gonna get raided. Your Walmarts, your superstores, they gonna be obsolete. Shelves are gonna get empty. You know, like the brother put up, things are gonna lead to hyperinflation. We've been telling you these things. All right, we've been telling you. The spirit and power of Yahweh. We've been warning you. You know, how long can you reach the end of the road? Still the hopeful year of Jacob trouble coming to pass. Possibly about the video 2025 could be the year to be uncomfortable or to get comfortable being uncomfortable. You know, for the most part, most of us, all of us, we're already in the mindset of being uncomfortable anyway because we're not comfortable in Babylon. You know, far from it. We're not comfortable here in Babylon. You know, but the world's about to get used to being uncomfortable. You know, so that's one out of many things. I mean, so much shit is happening right now. Israel invading Lebanon. You know, that's happening in the news right now. That's all going to lead up to World War III, the least of the flock drawing them out. But of course, like we've been saying and teaching from the apostles on down, before World War III goes down, the MOT must be made mandatory. And the buildup of the collapse of Babylon is going to introduce the MOTB before the nukes is shot. You know, before the missiles start flying, the buildup is already going to be happening right here, you know, at home, so to speak. You know, all leading up to the MOTB. So, you know, that's pretty much it. I'm almost at my destination. I wanted to do a sit down on this little before the news actually came out that they was on strike or was going on strike. So actually yesterday when I got off, I wanted to do the sit down, but I knocked the hell out. I was fucking tired of shit, and I knocked out. You know what I'm saying? Multiple, just sleeping, took a nap, and I took another nap. I was fucking tired of shit, but Lord willing, you know, I'll go more into details on this. You know, but I definitely wanted to update you brothers out there, and you few sincere sisters that, you know, listen, learn in silence. You know, hey, this could be the catalyst to the beginning of Jacob's trouble. This could be it. You know, Lord willing, we don't know what's gonna happen. You know, how the Lord, as far as how the Lord is gonna make things happen, we don't know. That's why our job is to just watch. You know, because I know as soon as I hit this information about 4 days ago, you know, I spoke on it. You know, not knowing the entirety of it, but still spoke on it. You know, the information is out there, the news is out there, and then here's a follow-up. You know, these elites went forward with it. We're going to shut down these ports over here on the East Coast. I think it's 37 ports or something like that. A couple dozen. I can't recall. But the numbers are high. And they're saying that there's going to be a few items, key items that are going to be immediately affected. And it's going to immediately be shown to be short on them shelves when they're not there no more. There's a few items, you know. They say liquor, bananas, cherries, some mostly fruits that come from tropical areas, you know, certain liquors and booze and shit like that. You know, eventually what that's going to do is lead to, like the brother put up, inflation, hyperinflation. So keep on praying, you know, and, you know, keep on praying and keep on sending out them curses to against Babylon, that the Most High, whose only begotten Son, continues to speak this place and weaken it. So anyway, with that, give all praise, honor, and glory to you, Al-Bashim, Al-Shah, Bashim, Al-Qadash, you know, double honors to the apostles and the bishops of Great Millstone, who taught us the truth, and salutations to the elect scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. You know, stay watching, bros, and you know, if your sister, we almost out here, shit about to